Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Dr. Alek Nikolic and I'd like to introduce you to myself as well as to a new skincare brand called Skin. Skin stands for Skin Ingredients and it is my own personal brand that I've started. So I'm the founder and the formulator of Skin. Now before talking in a little bit more detail about Skin, I thought it would be a good idea to introduce you to myself and give you a little bit of a history about who I am and what I do. Now, I've been involved in the last 15 years in the cosmetic medical industry, and specifically I've been focused, or my speciality is aesthetic medicine. And in that field, I have predominantly worked with Botox, dermal fillers, with lasers, as well as with skincare and more specifically skincare ingredients. And you know, interestingly, it wasn't always like that. When I first started, my drive, my passion was Botox and dermal fillers, and I left the lasers and the skincare advice specifically to my laser therapists. And one day that all changed for me, and it was actually one of the main reasons why I started Skin. Someone gave me a sample of a retinol-based cream, vitamin A, which I decided to use on my skin. And I was very pleasantly surprised at how the skin changed as the weeks went by. And so this kind of ignited that initial passion or that interest into find out a little bit more about different kinds of skincare ingredients. And what this led me to, or what this showed me or demonstrated to me, was that with properly chosen, high concentration, well-researched active ingredients, it is possible to get visible changes on the skin. Okay, we're going to talk about those ingredients in skin in the next part of this video, but this first part I'm going to focus about myself, just so that you have a little bit of a history about me. And I've been involved, as I said, for the last 15 years, which I've been fortunate during that time to have performed well over 20,000 cosmetic procedures, and this has led me to become one of the, or to be chosen as one of the elegant local country mentors in facial aesthetics for South Africa. I'm also the advanced trainer for Botox and dermal fillers, as well as one of the trainers for South Africa. And I've also been very fortunate to have the ability, or been given the ability, to go and train other doctors worldwide. And I've been to places like Monte Carlo, Prague, Warsaw, Bangkok, Paris, Rome, London, and I've even spent some time in China training the doctors there. But what this has allowed me to achieve, not only has it made me stronger and increased my ability in my field of Botox and dermal fillers, but it also allowed me to actually make contact and speak to people that are involved in the skincare industry. And there are quite a number of things that came through. The first and the interesting one was that not all active ingredients are the same. And what I mean is, not every single vitamin A ingredient out there is the same, and neither is vitamin C. And specifically, they don't all produce or behave in the same way. They don't all produce the same kind of effect. And also the duration of the effect in the skin varies. So those are just some of the things that came through. The other thing that also came through was that all of us have, to some degree or another, an impairment of our skin barrier. Now, the skin barrier is a vital outer barrier or layer of the skin, because that's what maintains the proper health of the skin. And if we don't have an optimally functional skin barrier, no matter, we can get the best ingredients in the world, but they won't be able to give their optimal or best effect for the skin. And so that's kind of what led me to formulating or bringing out my own skincare range, and that I wanted to have high concentration active ingredients that target a specific skin concern, but I also wanted every single serum to contain ingredients that actually repair and maintain the health of the skin barrier. And that's what kind of makes skin unique. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on each of these ingredients and the focus that makes up skin in part 2. So tune in with part 2 in the introduction to skin. Thank you and bye-bye.